fight because the biggest bell tower in Arkansas had 42.
Oh.
So we had to one-up them. Right here we have our math science building. So anyone who is pursuing a degree or a certificate of proficiency, any kind of certificate or associates, anything, they will have a class in that building. There is a required math class and a science class for almost every degree. So it's actually set up in the shape of an H. So in the middle bar, the H are the professors' offices. On one side are the labs, and then on the other side are the the classrooms. This is the old gym, and it used to have, besides being like the basketball court, it used to have our, like Dr. Barron said, our fitness center. We kind of outgrew that, and so here we're coming up on the Rock, which is the Recreation and Wellness Center.
Well, now,
okay,
this was the old gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And behind it was the old baseball.
Baseball field.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot the coach's name.
Do you remember what it was before it was the old gym?
No.
Boys Club, wasn't it?
Boys Club, you're
Yeah.
right. Absolutely.
I don't remember
you are
that.
right. You are right.
The S.E. Evans Boys Club.
That's right.
I think you're right. Boys Club, which I went to, was the Wheeler Club.
Oh, way out there, yes. It's different when you see it from the street than when you drive inside.
And over here, these are the Sebastian Commons. It's 8 different apartment buildings. So the whole complex itself is set up apartment style. You can have no roommates, you can have 2 roommates, or you can have 4 or like 3 or 4 roommates. But it's set up like apartments. And over here, we'll whenever we pass by the Lion's Den, we'll see the freshmen.
Wow.
Freshmen.
Are they going to build some more apartments?
They should, because we're.
But the biggest singing group that ever came here was Peter, Paul, and Mary came here and gave a free concert one night.
Oh, wow.
And some of us got to go backstage and meet them. It was interesting talking to them.
They were good.
They were good.
But yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't know about the history of this, of the bell tower. I know Reynolds Foundation built it, but there was something about when they built it that this had to stay green, that it could never be built on this area right in here. But I don't remember what it was.
I remember reading about how upset students were a few decades ago whenever they decided to clear this former parking lot out, and they made it the green, and a lot of kids were upset because it took away from parking.
the parking.
Yeah, it took away the parking, yeah.
Because it was so handy to come here and park.
Yeah.
Because it had to walk.
And now this, okay, was this the old, where all the old Fort Chaffee buildings were?
Yes.
Right here?
Right along. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Over
I
Really?
remember-
Yeah, it was
The old Fort Chaffee building?
yeah, those tin buildings, remember?
That's where we had classes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we had classes.
Classes,
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was all of this right
boat
here.
deck.
History and
Yeah.
Spanish
Yeah.
both in one of those.
Yeah, I had science and I had several classes. And then, and one of them was in '68 was your student building that, you know, where you get together.
That was down
Student
there.
Union,
Yeah, that's right there
Yeah.
where the administration building.
You're
No,
right.
that was the second year. The first year it was in one of these. In a separate building here,
And then-
here. And then the second year
So
it was in
Fullerton
there.
used to be the old,
Yes. And I had the
Yeah.
bookstore was above. The bookstore was
I think you're
above.
right.
That's
and then,
right.
And then
The
the bottom was
bookstore.
down.
I was here when Fullerton
And that's where you
building
ate.
was the student union.
And that's when you ate too. You know, that's where you ate.
And then the second year they had that science building over on the corner of Grand and
The Gardner.
The Gardner building is, no, well, that was the nursing program, was the upper part.
yeah.
Well, then what's wrong
And you
with
had to
Borum
walk
building?
through the mud all the
Oh,
way
that
over
was
there.
science.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Borum building, it's on the other side of that.
Borum Library?
Yeah, is that what it is? Library?
Yes, so it's over there. We're going to look around and we'll see
Okay,
in
what's,
a minute.
this is the the apartments here?
So these are the, this is the Lion's Den. It's 2 different buildings, and this one has the dining hall connected to it. And so this is where a lot of freshmen live. You don't have to be a freshman to live here. If you're an upperclassman and you want to live here, you totally can. It's really like the specs of this building are really interesting. Like if you look, the gutters, if you notice, they don't drain off. They actually
Go down into the ground.
They do, and they filter the water through a reservoir, and it comes back up as like toilet water. And so little things like that, and the recycling efforts within the building, little things like that make the building LEED certified, which just means it's green and environmentally friendly.
Okay, what was that Wingate building before it was the Wingate building?
That was Chapel's, Chapel's
Quickie Mart.
Yeah, I got that Quickie Mart.
Gas station.
Yeah, years and years, yeah.
I remember.
It had
The bookstore was right to it.
Well, that was.
Now, didn't you say that if you lived so far off campus, you had to
Yeah, it
stay
wasn't
at the
UAFS.
Lion?
It wasn't Western.
Yeah, so many miles.
Yeah, like a used one.
Did you require? I did not know that.
Oh, you mean if you live more than that, you have
How do you
to?
stay here?
why is that?
It's like a University of Arkansas system requirement. So,
Not at the University of Art.
You want me to tell you how far to go? Or are you backing up?
oh no, you're fine. If you look back here, this is the second newest building, the Wingate. It's the visual arts building, and so humanities classes, like typography classes for art majors, very niche things like that. Really cool classes, just classrooms in general to go in there and look at some of the equipment that the art students get to use. It's really neat. There's a traveling art exhibit in there. Some of the fastest computers. The fastest computers on the campus are in the Baldor Technology Building right over there. But this building has a lot of like, it has a few like Mac computer labs, and they're really fast and really nice computers to use. There's a 150-person theater in there, so occasionally they'll show like movies, and not like. They'll show movies that are like still in theaters, so it's really cool to like go like with your classmates and not spend like $20 at the movie theater.
So you're really trying to give things to keep people on campus.
Yes. There's and even on the campus green, there's activities all the time on the campus green.
Who knows what was standing at the Stubblefield Center before it was the Stubblefield Center?
Well,
I think
Echoes.
a school.
Echoes is still back there. Why is it the old Echoes building?
Oh, okay.
It's where
Echoes is still there.
we would hit. Yeah, it's up behind there, but
Yeah,
they
but
use
what's
it
it
for
now?
nursing. Oh, there was our baseball field. We hit softballs.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Echoes they have the elementary education program. They have like classrooms in there.
Well, it's a long way to walk. There over
And it was a
there.
nursing program at one time before
Yeah.
they built Pettigrew.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought it was just storage.
And they did recently close down this portion of Kincaid because Dr. Barron noticed that it was becoming like increasingly unsafe for students to cross.
Right.
Just like with the amount of traffic. So he took it upon himself to change that, and so they recently closed that portion down.
That's smart.
Yep.
Especially with the rain and stuff. You can't, run or hurt.
See it from the street, you can't see all this. Yeah. No, you can't.
Well, how many students actually live on campus?
How many students live on campus?
I want to say the Sebastian Commons has a capacity of about 800 students.
Really?
I might have to check on that. There's 8 buildings, so it holds quite a few kids.
And then how many in the den?
I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to check on that. I should know that, though.
If you drive in here, do they still let you park at the Church of Christ parking lot?
Yes, this past fall 2016, they implemented the parking policy. And so you know, you say what you want about it, a lot of kids were really upset, but the revenue from the parking permits goes right back into new parking infrastructure on campus. So, I mean, it pays for itself. So yeah, there's two different kinds of parking permits. Anything on campus is a blue permit, and then outside, like the West Arc parking lot, would be a green.
So the money, even though it belongs to the church, you all collect money for it.
You ought to see what it looks like when school's going on.
Well,
If you happen to go to the church.
I'm surprised somebody had brought that little
You actually do good work for
When you happen to go to the church,
Sounds a little shaky to me.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, you may not find a parking spot in your own parking lot. It's packed.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
For
the
$10
church
or
doesn't
so
get
they-
anything for letting them do that.
My brother
The school's getting
I'm
money.
not sure if they do. I might have to.
Student there. He's a
You come
I'll look into that.
I bet they get something.
I bet
they got
Because there's probably 500 cars over there.
Yeah,
any
to
given day.
maintain that parking lot, it looks like it would be, you know. Now, what's
So this is the Borum Library. If you notice over here in the Holt building, which we'll pass by, it used to be the library at one point, and the upgrade that Borum is from 30,000 to 70,000 square feet. It's phenomenal. It is considered a research library because we do offer a master's degree now, so we kind of have to offer like a research library. Endless computer labs, tutoring centers, the career center, which doesn't help you get a job, but it helps you kind of prepare for entering the workforce and being in a job interview, that kind of setting.
Okay, wasn't the library named after Ross Pendergraft?
Well,
where's the Pendergraft building other than where we
The
were?
Pendergraft Campus Center.
Well, also, isn't
Okay,
this
that's
it?
the only building that's named after
No,
him.
this one here, isn't
Ahoy
it?
there, folks.
This is the Health Science Building.
That's
The
Pendergraft.
Pendergraft Health Science.
Okay, so it's that.
Yeah, she gave
Okay.
that for the nursing and
Can anybody go into the library here? Just to look around.
Of course.
Is it open to public?
Yes, and if you are a patron of the Fort Smith Public Library, you have access to this library too.
Great.
So it's like
Really?
vice versa, like
didn't know
patrons,
that.
like students can use the Fort Smith Public Library. It's about 400 people.
Yes, okay.
Now that's where the auditorium is. Where was it in '67?
We didn't have an auditorium.
Okay, I didn't think there was.
Bree Love and Vines was here. Vines was here before.
Vines
Bree.
was here because
Yeah.
I had classes.
Yeah.
I had economics and Vines.
Yeah, but Bree Love wasn't here then.
But Shelby Breedlove was the president the
Yes.
years.
Yes, he was when I was here.
Okay, so that building didn't exist because he hadn't died yet.
Yeah.
There you go. Now that's using your
But-
name.
Try and knock him off faster
They had this little
than normal.
amphitheater here.
So the amphitheater, there's different events such as like finals kickoff, where different registered student organizations on campus will host like finals kickoff, and there'll be kids out here like till midnight, and they'll give away like a bunch of free things to help them prep for finals, activities like that. Just kind of
Do they have any pep rallies or anything like that there?
not typically in the amphitheater because they really need like maximum space for pep rallies, and so they might have them like on the campus green. But they do have like quite a few things up there for the capacity that it is. They'll host
Have you ever gone into the Stubblefield arena over there where Eccles was?
Oh, yes.
Man, that's
Yes, that's
the
nice.
biggest and best deal that they ever did.
I hope that the basketball program is finally getting where, more people go to it.
Well, the guy that's the coach of the guys he had them in like the top 20 in the nation this year, didn't he?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And then what did the girls do when Horton retired? Who took his place?
I just know that we went to a game a long time ago, and I was so, it was just, there wasn't hardly anybody there. And
Well, their basketball's big now, Cody.
but it's big. See, I
It
did a
really
long
is.
time.
It's in that building across, what is that building called? Where
well,
they have their basketball games?
Stubblefield.
Stuffville,
Is
yeah.
that Stubblefield?
Yeah.
But I mean, the few times I went to them, it was packed. with
Really
people.
good, because when I went, there was hardly anybody. It was just discouraging, I thought. To,
Their
not many
girls'
people.
basketball too is really
Yeah, they're good.
picked up. And
Yeah.
good
Okay, now
ball.
this is where we were today, right at the Smith Pendergraft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so Breedlove right here, it has like a lot of like humanities
And all
and
the-
theater.
Wow, how all
I've
this
been to
has
several things.
changed.
They used to have their jazz thing here. in that.
Yeah. Gosh, remember this one here? It's just so hard to remember all this
When all the
stuff.
kids come back in August, do they still have that week-long deal of parties and all that kind of stuff to acclimate them to where everything is on campus and all that?
Like, what do you mean?
These two are the
Well, they had
oldest
parties and
buildings,
they
I
had
think.
stuff going on during the daytime, and they would
No,
have.
This one,
Like a welcome
This
week?
one.
Yeah.
They have welcome
Okay,
week.
welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think
So-
this
That's
is
probably the oldest.
Right here, Ballman Spear, it doesn't currently have like classes in it, but there are like faculty offices. It is the oldest building on campus,
Okay.
and it's set to be torn
This
down
one
within the
or
next
this
years.
one?
Oh, where they
Whole-
going
The Ballman
there?
Spear?
This used to be the library at one point.
I've
and
been
now
in
it
that
has
one.
A lot of English classes in it.
Ruthie, do you remember who Ballman and Spear were?
No.
No.
Do you remember the old Spear Hardware that was still in business
Oh,
when we were
yeah.
in school?
Right.
No.
And then Ballman was the original owner of Baldwin Electric.
Oh.
Oh,
And now
okay.
when they tear
Now
down
the
this Ballman,
Vines building used to be the administrative
They should be,
office.
yes.
We used
Yeah.
to have to go there to register.
yes.
Is it? Where is the administrative?
So, as far as like administration, it's in Fullerton. But for student services, like if you need to get registered for classes, admissions, any records, anything like that, that's on the second floor. So the
Second floor of what?
Of this building right
building
here,
right
the
here?
campus center.
Oh,
Where we
campus
were.
center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
When they tear this Ballman Spear building down, where are they going to put it up?
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, tell us.
So we do have the 20-year plan, and that's where the chancellor and other professionals like on campus and engineering firms have got together and kind of mapped all this out, and I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna look into that. I've got quite a few things to look into, but
I was curious because, and of course, it
I'm gonna
depends on
see.
who's going to give big bucks to have something built.
And named after them.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
It's gonna have to be somebody dead.
but I'm trying to think where you know, where does UAFS want to go? That they want, you know, like they got the fine arts, they got the Baldor. What else in Fort Smith? Oh, I bet it. Here's my guess. It has something to do with the new college of. I want to say orthopedics, but it's not orthopedics.
is it
out there at Chaffee?
is it osteo?
Yeah, osteopathic.
Okay.
I bet they built something to get them prepared to go out there, possibly.
You know, the one thing that makes it hard for them to expand is that every time that they do, they have to buy everybody's house in where they're going, and then they tear those down. And,
Yeah.
you know,
But if they just tear down that building.
Well,
now,
hadn't they torn down just about everything they can?
Yeah.
Now this is the Flanders building. What's in?
This is the business building, so it has the College of Business within it. So in the Bachelor's of Business Administration, there is just general business administration, accounting, marketing. Let me say there might be management.
Is this the one that's on the corner?
Used to be.
Or is the
Yes.
one behind it?
No,
It
so
used to be
Grand's
science.
right.
I think you're right.
Where was the Gardner building?
Gardner's at
Was
the
up
corner.
there.
Yeah, the top.
corner.
This
You
used to
didn't
be
see
the.
it.
so
yeah, this is-
everything beyond that fence
This used to be
is
science.
Yeah,
kids-
because I
kids live there.
recognize this,
This
but
is
it wasn't there.
this was an old science building,
Yeah, that's what
and you had to walk in the mud, and they even put down some planks when this was first built because there was nothing else here.
Where is the science building now? Is it in Pentagram?
That's the math science building up here.
Oh, okay.
The H-shaped
Yeah,
one.
then
Oh, the
building.
H1 is the math science.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
yeah.
Okay, I knew it was math, but I forgot the science part.
I'm glad they retained a lot of trees here.
There's a
Yes,
term,
there are a
it's
lot
like
of trees.
Arbitrarian.
That makes it very scenic.
It means we have like
Because right there's
143
a
species of like plants and trees and
Oh,
shrubs
good.
on
Really?
campus. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Because you have in your science department botany teaching
Oh, yeah,
that's
the
really
commons, yeah.
into that.
That's what's
You know, if you go up on
first.
Fable's campus, you guys have got more trees than they've got on their entire campus.
First.
We pride ourselves on our very green and
Yeah.
It's hard on that
Been in for
hilly
4 years,
up
you
there,
need-
you know.
Yeah.
2-year watching the state.
Oh, wow.
But they are. They've kept it as green as they
Yeah.
possibly
But,
can.
yeah, Ruthie, when you look over here and you remember these old, these and then that one.
I spent a lot of time.
That's what will bring them in.
Okay, where do you live now?
I just moved to Fayetteville.
Oh, okay.
Did you? I didn't know
I wonder if
that.
I told you that. That's not, no, yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Where'd you live
Where'd you-
before?
Oh, here in Fort Smith.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why'd you decide to move to Fayetteville?
Just
Because
wanted
I
to
would
change.
like to.
Yeah, there
Change
you
of
go.
pace.
Well, change of pace, more things to do, and now you're in this, more specialty doctors. like when I had my knee replacement, I went up there.
Okay.
So.
You guys have anything else you might want to see? Or